What's good, everybody? It's a beautiful day. We woke up this morning. All praise to the Most High. Hey, man. It's a beautiful day. Give thanks to the Lord for this wonderful day. It's raining outside. The weather not looking too good. It's Saturday. You know what I mean? People will complain about this situation. They will complain about this day. If you always had sunny days, you would take them for granted. What's always available is always taken for granted. Appreciate those sunny days. Appreciate those rainy days. Because it's all a part of the process. It's all a part of the journey. One trait that you can't do, though, is whenever you face with those rainy days or those tough situations, is complaining. If it's one trait that a man cannot have, that a woman cannot hear come from a man, it's complaining. There's a difference between, venting about a situation and just steady complaining. I categorize them in two different things. You can vent because you can be frustrated with something's not going your way, but complaining, it's the same thing as venting. However, if you complain, I would consider that as in you complaining, but you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You can vent. I think everybody should have the ability to vent. Go to a therapist, go talk to somebody, vent. Get what's off your chest, let it be known. But I'm all about action. Okay, this is the circumstance. We can vent about the circumstance. We can sit here and say, this ain't right, that ain't right. Okay, so what are we gonna do to fix it? Men are problem solvers. We not the type to just point out problems and do nothing about it. Pointing out problems, bringing up the negative things, but not doing anything about it. Not providing no type of solution. No sort of answer. That's the value that you bring. Anybody can point out a problem. Anybody can complain about the situation. But what are you going to do about it? You can line up like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I ain't get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get that opportunity. But you want to know the people that don't get the opportunities? What's typically something they'll have to do? They typically have to work harder than the people that do have the opportunities, that have the opportunities more accessible to them. And that's just the name of the game. It's never a fair fight. It is not even kill. Some people are going to be at advantage in certain areas. Some people are going to be at a disadvantage in certain areas. If you were born into poverty, it's going to be tougher for you to overcome that than somebody who wasn't born out of poverty. Or who was born out of poverty. You got an advantage to make something out of your life. If you were born, like the likelihood of you doing it is, of you being successful and you being out of poverty, is very slim to none if all you've known is your family being in poverty. So yes, you have to work harder. Boo-hoo. So you can either complain about that situation or you can vent about the situation and just keep on moving forward. Nobody ain't gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody's gonna come over here and be like, dang, Josh was born into poverty. He's so frustrated about his circumstances. Here, let me just throw him a bone. If that's what you expecting out of life, bro, you in for a rude awakening. There's some people like that actually can get their opportunities just by feeling a little bit of sorrow. But you want to know something? They will always be dependent on somebody else. They can never go out there and create anything on their own. They will always be leeching on to somebody. They will never be able to stand on their own 2 feet and be fully in control of their life. Their situation will continue to depend on somebody else. There's some people that can get away with that in life. But you can't. Okay, so what? You don't want to live like that anyways. Mentally, physically, emotionally, those type of people are probably the weakest amongst the entire population. And you want to compare yourself to them? You want to look at them, you want to look to the right and left and see that that's what they got going on, and you want to look at yourself and say, I don't got none of that? That's another problem that a lot of y'all are having. Y'all always on social media looking at what the next man got going on, hating on how the next man got what he got, instead of you getting on your stuff, recognizing what you got to do to get to where you want to be, and get to work. You ain't getting no girls today? Okay. A lot of men ain't getting no girls today, bro. So what are you willing to do about it? There's plenty of videos on YouTube of what women are attracted to, what they like. You got to sit there, look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, am I reaching my full potential? Am I doing the things that nobody's going to feel sorry for you? The market decides how valuable you are. You don't get to decide and say, I'm a good dude, I got a good personality, so I should deserve. You don't get to decide that, bro. I'm sorry. And that's something that society tells you growing up. It's just, oh, just be yourself, just be yourself, just be a nice person, you know what I mean? What? Being average, steady living in poverty, accepting the situation for what it is? That is not it, bro. The market quickly will tell you where you are at in life. Nobody cares about, oh, but I can do this well. Oh, I can go out there, put the work in, and create the situation, bro. Point blank, period. If you're not willing to put in the work, don't be upset that you're not getting no results. And I'm glad the ones that do get the results, I'm glad that it's hard to work for it. You know how whenever you in a game and you beat all the levels and you might get some prizes, you may get some VC or you might get some tokens or something like that. You can even throw it all the way back when you little kids, you in the arcade. You don't get to get the biggest prize on the shelf just because you showed up and played. No, you got to put the work in the arcade. You got to sit at that basketball goal in the arcade, hit every shot. You can't miss none. And you got to keep going over and over and over. And once you get enough tickets, once you get enough tokens, you can get the reward. That's everything in life. That's everything in life. You can't make the $100,000 if you ain't willing to put the work in to get the $100,000. Ain't no free handouts. Ain't no participation trophies. Man, I want to have kids, and if I had kids, I'ma tell them from the time they start competing at an early age. Winning does matter. You don't get to hold the trophy because you didn't win, bro. If you just used to getting stuff handed to you, if you just saying, oh, it don't matter, I'm gonna get a trophy anyways, I'm gonna get the results anyways, it don't matter how much work I put in, nothing will bring you satisfaction. You can put in all the work and nothing will give you satisfaction. I would tell them from the get-go, like, hey, nobody's ever gonna hand nothing out to you, bro. Talking about like my kids and stuff like that, they will know at an early age that, man, hard work gets rewarded. And sometimes you gonna put the hard work in and you still not gonna be good enough. Then what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and complain? Oh, I put all that work in. Oh, I did X, Y, and Z. Oh, I should have still get something. Even though the next man, he beat me, you gotta put in more work. You gotta come back next year. In the NBA, 29 teams. In the NFL, 31 teams. put in work in the off season all year long just so they can win the chip. That's everybody's goal. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's putting in the work to win, but there's only gonna be one person that's gonna win. Are you gonna sit there and complain about that situation? Are you gonna come back the next year and you gonna get busy? People be hating on Tom Brady. At an early age, I used to hate Tom Brady. Always used to win. Now that I'm older, I said, man, that man the GOAT. And I'm a fan. Reason why I hated Tom Brady is because they used to always win. And that's a terrible mindset to have. And if you a grown man having that mindset, where somebody that beats you day in, day out, and instead of you just admiring them and appreciating the work that they putting in, and understanding like, hey, I got to tip my hat off to them, respect. Instead, you want to hate and be like, man, let somebody else win it for a chance. Or, oh, what? When somebody walks in there, oh, man, you stealing all the girls. Or, oh, man, like you that salesman. Oh, man, you finna come over here and take all the sales. You finna take all the money. Leave some for us, man. Shut your ass up, man. Winners only get rewarded in this world, bro. Only winners. You will put in that work sometimes. You will feel like you give it everything you got. And sometimes it still won't be enough. That's life. That's life. Man, my bad, y'all. It's an accident over here. We had to come to a quick stop. You hear me? But man, that'll conclude the video, man. That's my sign, man. And I've been ranting too long. What are you willing to do? If you want to sit there and complain, I can guarantee you gonna stay the same. You gonna stay the same. And the thing that you complain about today will be the same thing you'll be complaining about tomorrow. And it'll be the same thing you'll be complaining about next year. And the year after that. Next thing you know, your whole life done flew by and you ain't got to work or did nothing, and you still complaining about the same stuff, staying in the same situation. Ain't did nothing about it. Hating on the next man, when that man could be you. If you just put your hate aside, tip your hat off, admire, and take heed. There's always gonna be a bigger fish. Always. And that bigger fish may win every single day. But you got an opportunity. If you woke up this morning, you got an opportunity. I say that every single morning. We woke up this morning, it's a beautiful day, because that is all you need. That is all you need to level up. It's just, you just need a day. You just need to wake up. I don't care about your circumstance. I don't care about your situation. It don't matter, really. You just given an opportunity to work yourself up out of it. The life that you can admire, or the life that you can imagine yourself living, you can live that life. That life can be yours. You anything you set your mind to, you can do. I believe in you, bro. We done complaining. We not complaining about women. We not complaining about the jobs. We not complaining about people. We not complaining about none of that, bro. We not complaining about where we came from. We not complaining about how somebody got a better. Man, we done with that, bro. You can be frustrated. Your feelings are validated. You can feel frustrated, but what are you gonna do? And that's it, man. Like and share the video, man. I'm out.